Alright everyone, today we're going to be making kimchi fried rice. What you're going to need is a stir fry pan, sesame oil. I got here some Korean barbecue spam. We got some gochujang. We got a whole thing of kimchi. I got rice which has been sitting in the fridge for a day or two. You cook it and you let it sit and cool down so it can harden but it's still cooked. I got some eggs. So first we're going to make the kimchi sauce mixture. Okay, now this isn't in the recipe, but I pretty much watched people make it. So, whoops, sorry, sometimes I watch the camera, not what I'm doing in my hand. So what we got here is some broth chicken base. So it's pretty much seasoning salt. There we go. Now you may think that's a lot. I'll add a little bit more just to piss you off. Nah, okay. So we got some of that. Then I got a packet of premium soy sauce. This is stuff you get from a sushi packet that they sell sushi at the stores. This is good, powerful soy sauce. Lots of soy sauces are different. Okay, that's not too bad, right? Get the water running here. Now I'm gonna get a spoonful of gochujang. Now the funny thing is that this stuff right here, just like red pepper flakes and buldak, kind of makes me. So a lot of food that I've eaten doesn't really fuck with my stomach when it comes to spiciness, you know. I kind of have, not a weak stomach, but it's called IBS, so my stomach's always irritable. Everything kind of makes me, I need more fiber, I know. So next, and then this is what I got. Where is it? Hold on. So when I've watched people make it, in the recipe, they use spam, eggs, they use gochujang, a little bit of soy sauce, which is right there, and then they use some of the broth from the bottom of the kimchi. But when I went to the Asian market, I'm like, where can you get some kimchi broth? You know, like that seems better, and it didn't. And the owner called the cops on me because I was talking to him about I'm making kimchi fried rice, and then I asked him if they had any, and then they were just kind of, the owner was like looking at me like he was like, why are you talking to me? Shouldn't you be shopping? What's your problem? Like, people have gone completely retarded these days, bro. Seriously, like, if you can't just pause and think rationally for a second, then there's clearly something wrong with you, right? Anyways, so I was talking to the owner, the uncle. I'm gonna put my hair down so I don't look like I'm balding. My hair was pink and blue, but now it's story time. Now it's just pure blue. So anyways, I was talking to the owner, the uncle, and you know, the badass looking Asian dude, and yeah, and so pretty much he's like, okay, and so he walked around the corner. Then I seen him walking around on a cell phone, and within a minute and a half, a fucking cop was there, and then he was walking around, and then he's like, yeah, I heard you called us about a disturbance or something like that, blah blah blah. And then the Asian dude's like, why would we call you a disturbance in a grocery store or something like that? But it's like, you know, I don't know. But I think it's because I was right next to him and he didn't really want me to know that he called the cops on me because he didn't want to look bad. He just wanted to do it sneakily. But I watched him walk around the corner with the cell phone talking. And then the cops showed up. So it just, you know, I'm putting two and two together because, you know, why would the cops just randomly show up? Like, I have a problem with cops because they think they can do whatever they want. And people go, oh, you know, cops can. So it's like the government's like, we can kill you if you want. So that's pretty much what you're signing up for. If you vote, if you follow the government, if you think that these people are good, then yeah, I don't know. You people, the system's weird. Like, it's not like people don't believe that they have freedom, you know. So it's getting past politics. We got this right here. Yeah, I got this, and they called the cops on me when I was getting some Chinese food. Fucking retards. But we're gonna put this in here. So you might think this is a lot, but you're not. I don't think you know what you're thinking. So that's how much we're gonna put of that sauce, and then I'm going to fill it up with some more water, okay? I'm going to fill it up to just about there. Okay, so it's going to be delicious. So this is what I'm going to add to the eggs and the kimchi, to the fried rice and to the pork, to that spam, and I'm going to add it to the rice. And it's going to give it all its flavor and the color and everything else. And so yeah, that's some thick paste, and then that's some kimchi broth and powder. And some soy sauce, and I could add a little bit of sugar, but there's no need. And then I got some green onion. Yeah, and then we're gonna add some sesame oil. So I got that kind of warming up, and I got this cool thing. My friend got me this. It's oil in here, and you just spray it. Look at that. It's like a fucking. Isn't that fucking awesome? So now I'm gonna have to heat this up actually. Back up and throw all this in there. So I might as well tell this story. Just recently, like a few days ago, I got a Papa John's Take and Bake Pizza. I got the artichoke, spinach, chicken, bacon, garlic, parmesan. Look at that big slice of pizza. This is stuffed. I won't take a bite actually while I'm talking, then you can't hear me. So anyways, I got a pizza. Then I offered the girl, I said, hey, you want some pop? You want some energy drink? She said, nah, I'm good. And I said, are you sure? So she said, okay, fine. Even though she gets free pizza, I'm sure, in 2 liters because she's a manager. So I said, do you want some pop? And she said, fine. So I went and got her 2 Monster energy drink coffees and a bag of Kit Kats. And she said, oh, and so she gave me a free pizza coupon. So I went and used the free pizza coupon. And I got a chicken, bacon, and ranch stuffed crust pizza. And I said, are you hungry? Would you like some food? You said you were hungry yesterday. And she said, okay. And then I said, if you don't want it, I'll stop going out of my way to be nice to you, because you're just a random girl, and I'm driving all the way here to give you pizza, and I don't even really know you. But I said, I like being nice to people. So she said, okay. So I went and get Spam. Then I was going to come home, make some kimchi fried rice. Then everyone can have some. Then I was going to give her a little portion, because it'd be nice. And then she said, oh, can you pick me up some White Claws if I Cash App you some money? And I said, shit, I don't got Cash App, homie. You got cash? I can pick it up for you? So I went to Walmart. There was a cop waiting there. I parked across from him. I didn't want to fucking drive all the way around and act like I'm avoiding him. Like, why? Like, I could have just, whatever. But, most people... Anyways, I felt like he was there for me, because a lot of times I feel like the cops are watching me. If I'm out and about, I see some cops. I don't really see cops ever, but then they always sometimes seem like they're just perfectly planted somewhere watching you, because they're watching you. And so, long story short, I got pulled over. I got my Spam. I drove off. Within 10 seconds, he was right behind me. He said I didn't signal 100 feet within a stop sign, so there's a little intersection by this one bounce pad place, and there's like a dead end to your right, and then it's just a roundabout, and it's a stop sign. And so that was his excuse. You didn't turn your signal on a stop sign, pretty much, which isn't any excuse. And then he just gave me a ticket, but it's because my ID is a little malfunction, so I gotta go do some insurance shit. But yeah, I got pulled over. Fucking cop seen me. He followed me and he pulled me over. Fucking asshole. But no, a little bit of sauce to this. I'm gonna take these 2 out and give it to my friend here. Sorry that this wasn't like no 3-minute video or like 60-second video, but this shit's really good. So if you've never had kimchi fried rice, I promise you're gonna really like it. So that's with the gochujang, that's with the kimchi paste, which you use to ferment the kimchi. And then there's also soy sauce, and then chicken bouillon, and then warm water. So I'm gonna add this to the Korean barbecue sauce and cook this a bit, because it's gonna be busting as fuck. Now I'm gonna add the rice. And some eggs. Right. Alright, it's a little bit more slicked up, but maybe you can see me toss this. There we go, there's egg in here, some green onion. I want some more, but this is like my new favorite fried rice, man. So good. Oh, gotta move this off the way. Oh, I won't sit there burning and stinking up. So that's what happens when you cook in a professional kitchen. It spills and flies everywhere. Obviously, if you're really good, it won't, but I'm gonna chop this up. But yep. So I don't really hate on the cops, besides that the fact that they can do whatever they want, I guess. And you can too, but if you're a good person, you will have rules and ethics, and everyone, I guess, does, to a certain degree. But no, yeah, I was like, I went to Walmart, and maybe God was stopping me from getting that girl some kimchi fried rice. I already gave her a fucking whole bag of Kit Kats and 2 fucking coffees just to be nice. She gave me a free fucking $20 pizza, but whatever. Time to throw in that other egg. I appreciate anyone who watches this and gives it a like. Because that means that, yeah, I'm cool. I'm going to have to turn down the heat a bit here. Excuse me. Farting for authenticity. I am left-handed, by the way, so I'm trying to learn how to do things with my right hand. Okay, we're back. This is how you know you're a real kimchi fried master. You do that. Chop that up. Yeah, flip it like that. Some of this and this and this. And so I got all 4 eggs in here. Okay, and then there we go. Yeah. There we go. Ooh. Gotta hope the rice is popping like popcorn. Yeah, if I wasn't filming, I would be stirring it and flipping it. But yeah, it's pretty much done now. I just gotta add the kimchi back in here. Okay. Add the kimchi in here. There we go. And I'll scrape out some of the juices in there, and I'll add some more. And I'll add that fried rice in there. Ooh, hello. There we go. Oh yeah, it's gonna give it a lot of its color. There we go. Oh. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. There we go. I'm gonna add the rest of that sauce, and we'll be right back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you my secret ingredient too after this. Okay, now I gotta add the rest of this sauce right here. This is all the seasoning, and ooh yeah, it's gonna add color and lots of flavor to the rice. There we go. See, it's gradually just changing to an orange, delicious color. But yeah, this will besides the fart and the 10-minute yap session about the cops and the girl with the dump truck and giving me a free pizza for some energy drinks and Kit Kats, you know. Yeah, like gotta add my secret ingredient soon. Oh god, I love this stuff. This is some bomb-ass A-grade kimchi fried rice. I'm gonna add the sesame oil here in a bit. Yeah, so I love the smell of this sesame oil, so we're gonna just add some. I'm gonna watch how much I add here. There, that's not too much. You may think it's a lot, but it adds a lot of flavor. The sesame oil is delicious. And yeah, there we go. Oof. This is bad boy dinner right here. If you think you're a bad boy, you're gonna really like this stuff right here. This is my all-time new favorite fried rice recipe. And once I get a new account, then I'll make the videos on my new account and I'll shorten it up and I'll edit it. But this is just kind of like a just whatever. So yeah, okay, hold on. Okay, here's the secret ingredient: sesame seed right here, and furikake flakes. So you add this, and you're pretty much good to go. Then you just mix it around, and you know there's like a bit of salt in there, I think, and some like salmon flakes and whatever else, but it's not gonna hurt. It's literally for the sesame seed. Ooh, I can already smell the sesame oil in there. I'm gonna add just a little bit more, but this will make you some amazing kimchi fried rice. There we go. Yeah, look at all this. Isn't that beautiful looking? Just look at that, man. Yeah, dude, this is some bomb-ass fucking food, and that's how you make some super awesome kimchi fried rice in 15 minutes or less. Reminder, I was yapping the whole time, so, but this is some good food right here. This will taste very good. Add sugar too if you want. Alright, bye. Thanks for watching.